Do you have the mind of a master procrastinator and you're wondering if this challenge can be overcome? Then stay with me, this video is for you. I'm Miriam from Precious Time, and my mission is to help you become the best time manager you can be and the best version of yourself. A few days ago, I came across a very interesting TED Talk. So that's one thing you can do when you're at home, right? You catch up on things you normally don't have the time to do. So TED Talk is usually something I like to always be updated with. I enjoy their talks and I find them very insightful. So I came across Tim Urban's TED Talk about procrastination and about the mind of a procrastinator. Of course, I was in awe of this video, not because I relate to it, on the contrary, because I'm the complete opposite. And I've always wondered, why do procrastinators procrastinate? To me, it was so easy that you have a specific mindset and you do not procrastinate. So in his very unique and humorous way, Tim explains to us how a procrastinator's mind works. And he gives us 3 major challenges. And at the end of the talk, he kind of leaves it that, you know what, there is no solution, it is what it is, and everybody's a procrastinator. So of course, being who I am, I decided to address these challenges and show that there are solutions and you do overcome having a procrastinator's mind. So if you are among the 27 million people that watched this talk, stay with me and let's go into the second segment of this video where I'd be going through the challenges. But if you haven't seen the video, for you to know what I'm talking about, I've left the link below in the description. Watch it and then come back to me. According to Tim's talk, the first revelation or challenge he shares with us is the instant gratification monkey. So the monkey is behind all of that. The monkey is behind why the procrastinator wastes time, goes in circles, jumps from topic to the other, doing everything except the task that needs to be done. So what should we do about the monkey? How can we tame the monkey or just get rid of the monkey once and for all? Well, the first question here I would like you to ask yourself is, what type of procrastinator are you? In my work and research, I came across 2 major types of procrastinators, and I call them type 1 and type 2. I've spoken about this in my video, How to Overcome Procrastination, and I've shared with you the link. You can check it out. So, type 1 is usually the type where they don't do the task at hand because maybe it's boring, repetitive, time-consuming, they're not in the mood for it. So the easy way out is just not to do it. Type 2 is a different and more serious challenge because procrastinators type 2, they actually do this. They are waiting for the boost of adrenaline that comes when the deadline approaches. So they delay until the deadline comes and they have to rush and finish whatever task needs to be finished, and this way their adrenaline shoots up and they get that boost they're seeking and they're happy. So why do they do that? I believe they do that because other segments of their lives are not to their satisfaction or not to their liking. If we are to just put our lives as let's divide it into 10 major things like work, family, social, spirituality, personal growth, money, living environment, self-image, fun and recreation, and health. If we have these major 10 segments, so a procrastinator type 2 would be not satisfied in one or more than one of these segments. So they compensate for that by seeking this adrenaline boost. And that's how they feel they're getting their satisfaction. So what should be done? How can we overcome if we are a type 1 or a type 2? So how do we overcome procrastination type 1? I have 3 tips for you. Tip number 1 is to realize that procrastination is a major time waster and that no matter how long it takes you to do the task is still going to be there waiting for you to do it. So the longer you wait by not doing it, the longer it's going to take out of your time, out of your energy, and out of your thoughts. And this brings us to tip number 2, where you need to focus and change your mindset. Change your mindset to the principles of the sooner you do this task, the sooner you're done with its weight lingering on you. And this takes you to tip number 3, where you would always promise and reward yourself something appealing to you at that point in time. Maybe taking a break, maybe having a cup of coffee, or going for a walk, or talking to a loved one. Whatever is appealing to you at that point in time, promise yourself that once you're done with this task, this is what you're going to be doing. And trust me, no matter how old we are, when you promise yourself something appealing, you are so motivated to continue and finish your task. How do we deal with procrastination type 2? How can we overcome this? I have a few tips for you here. Tip number 1 would be to realize that to get that kind of adrenaline boost, your stress level is being alleviated tremendously. This also means that the cortisol hormone, the stress hormone, is being released. And of course, we know how harmful this is going to be for our health. Tip number 2 would be to assess and dig deeper into your life, your essence. What's missing? What should be done to create balance and harmony in your life? Tip number 3 would be rectify and balance what's wrong. So you need to rectify the initial problem. And once this is done, then your craving for procrastination will go away. And tip number 4, of course, as always, motivate yourself and reward yourself upon completion. Now that you know how to overcome procrastination, either type 1 or type 2, then guess what? Yes, the monkey is gone. The monkey has retired. But how do we keep it this way? Another thing that Tim mentioned in his talk was the rational decision maker. And that's you. So how do we keep you focused, in control, on track, and not tempted to get the monkey back? I have one advice for you. It's not something you haven't heard before, and I'm sure maybe most of you try to even implement this advice. It is a healthy lifestyle. If we all aim to have a healthy lifestyle, it's amazing how many of our problems we can solve. So always aim to eat healthy, sleep properly, exercise regularly, meditate, stay connected to nature, to God, to your loved ones, to your family. Stay away from unnecessary distractions and stay away from the noisy connectivity. Try to minimize it if you can stay away. And you'll notice the difference in your life. You'll notice how much you're clear-headed, how much you're focused, and how much you're in control. So then procrastination has no space in your life anymore. You would feel every moment of your time is so important that you don't want to waste it on procrastination or anything else that doesn't add value to your life.
To briefly recap Tim's challenges and what he spoke about, challenge number 1 was about the instant gratification monkey, and we saw how we can retire the monkey, right? Challenge number 2 was about keeping the rational decision maker focused and in control, and we discussed how that can be done. And then challenge number 3 was the panic monster. Now, of course, since we took care of the monkey and we took care of the decision maker, so there is no reason for the panic monster to resurface, right? So this takes care of the panic monster and of the third challenge that Tim mentioned. So we noticed that we can overcome a procrastinator's mind, and a person can tame and train his mind to be whatever he wants to be.
If you like this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel to always be updated with my new videos. Remember, time is precious. Always, always cherish it. Thank you for watching.